You good day.
I am grateful in my story that we're all here together.
All right.
And I'm sure there are a lot of people that were wishing that they could be standing here instead of me.
Why?
Because they would like to ask a question.
I see. And there are those that are very glad that it is you and not them.
Yes. So this is the first time that I have exposure to you or have seen you, and I'm grateful to be here. And my question is, would it be possible for everyone that is present here to...
Probable? Anything is possible. Would it be probable is what you are asking.
Would it be probable that all of us that are here, if we have a question, that it be answered before...
This is often the case.
That it be answered before the weekend so that everyone could write down what
How
their question...
many people have already had many of their questions answered without speaking directly to us?
Right. Are there still some out there that have not had their questions answered?
Those that need to have their questions answered will create the synchronicity to have them answered unless they have chosen for them not to be. You see, we simply trust the process. No other additional invitation is actually required. We are always, along with your guides and many other kinds of teachers and mentors and spirit beings and beings on other levels and other dimensions that are connected to your world, we are always sending everything that we can. The invitation has already been accepted, and we always send everything we can. We hold nothing back. Anything that is not received by you is not received by your choices. So it's up to all of you to simply open yourself up to be better receivers of what it is you wish to understand. But nothing is being held back from us. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Did that satisfy that question?
Yes, it did.
Anything else?
No.
Oh, all right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Bashar.
And you good day.
I was curious to hear what beings on your planet are learning right now, and if they have any consciousness-raising tools and techniques that they use to raise awareness.
We simply act on our highest joy. It's the only tool we need at this point. We are learning many things right now, all the time, constantly. We are learning right now how you will transform whatever situations and circumstances you have created for yourself. We are learning many different things about many other civilizations at the same time. We are learning many things about ourselves simultaneously.
What are some of the things that you teach and share with beings that are more evolved than humans?
More evolved. More evolved. Differently evolved?
Beings that experience less limitation.
Oh, all right. Again, the idea is that there are many beings that experience less limitation that have actually never experienced limitation in your way at all. By sharing with them how you have chosen to experience the idea of limitation and also simultaneously chosen to transform it, they recognize, they learn that such limitation can be transformed. And thus then they find that your planet is a very good teaching tool because the great degree of limitation that you have placed upon yourselves and yet been capable of transforming makes you a graduating class of masters. And thus then they can see that if you can do that, then anything that they desire to transform would be child's play by comparison.
Okay.
That's one thing. Was that not sufficient?
That's sufficient.
All right.
What are you learning from beings that we consider more evolved than us? Beings that...
We are also learning more of who and what we are as consciousnesses, as beings that can transcend a multitude of dimensions, as beings that actually are a multitude of dimensions, that is our true state. We are learning more about ourselves as aspects of the Creator.
Do you have guides? Do you have teachers?
We all have guides, yes. Many of our guides are connected to the non-physical consciousness of the star system you call Sirius. They are sixth density beings, and we learn a great deal from them. One of the things we have also learned comes in handy with our interactions with you, that we have learned from another civilization called the Thuk. The idea is that the Thuk had the natural ability when you were talking with them, when you were meeting with them, to seem, well, I'll just say, relatively normal in that sense. But as soon as you turned away, as soon as they left, you completely forgot that the interaction happened. We actually learned that technique from them. Because many, many contacts on your planet have already actually occurred between our civilization and members of your society. But you have forgotten. So we use that as a technique, as a barometer, to find out that when you begin to remember that you've already had contact, whether that memory leaks out in your dreams or leaks out in your waking state doesn't matter. But when you start to remember the rate at which you remember, many of you have already had contact, gives us an understanding of how soon many of you will be ready for more contact. So we have learned that from them and use it as a technique to gauge when your planet will be more ready for open contact. So we learn many things from many different beings in many different civilizations. We have learned from another civilization called the Refractorum how to at least some degree, not in any way, shape, or form to the degree they can do it, because they are true hyperdimensional beings, very unlike us, very unlike you, very unlike anything we have ever encountered in any dimension. They actually have the ability to access all the information stored directly in the event horizon of a black hole. And we have learned a little bit from them how to do this. Because when you can access the information in that way, in concentrated form, you have access to all the information in creation, but in a specific kind of frequency that's very interesting and unusual. Anything else?
Would it be possible in the future for humans to visit your planet?
Many of you do so in the dream state, but if you mean physiologically, yes, it will be possible in the future.
Within our generation?
Depends. Maybe, for some individuals, but we will not guarantee this at this time because many decisions have yet to be made amongst yourselves about what you wish your lives to be and what vibrational frequency domain you wish to exist in. But yes, it is possible and highly probable that this can happen in your generation. Since there will be the likelihood of open interaction between Earth and extraterrestrial beings sometime between, most likely, the years of 2025 and 2033, the beginnings of those kinds of experiences can be laid down then, and perhaps within that time frame or shortly thereafter, such visitations can occur in the flesh. Once you have learned how to make the shift to our dimensional frequency, which is 10 times faster than yours. We don't want you to burn out and get lost in the transition.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Thank you for your timelessness.
Bashar, you're the man.
I am a man. Good day.
Good day to you. Yeah, thank you. I've been studying your material now for a couple of years.
All right.
And I had a bit of a, what I loosely termed a Shawshank Redemption syndrome, where...
Define.
It's when a prisoner has been in prison for all his life and is suddenly faced with the prospect of freedom.
Yes.
And he cannot really handle it, and he's more...
Are you saying that you are institutionalized?
No, but I suppose to piggyback off of that, perhaps I was mentally institutionalized.
That is what we mean.
To believe.
Belief system institutionalized.
Okay.
And so, this newfound freedom scares you?
Yeah, well, at the beginning it did, because I began to see the scope of my experience, right? I was starting to think of the full picture about who I really was,
All right.
etc. So, and eventually I kind of began to get courageous about that image and act on it. So now what's happening is, and this seems to be a key in almost everything.
Yes.
It always goes back to acting on your highest excitement. Yes, sir.
That's the fundamental principle that will get you where you need to go.
All right. So I go there.
Yes.
And I experience a whitewash. I cannot tell the horizon line, the sky. It's like being in a storm where you can't tell the sky.
Well, in
above.
what way are you acting on your excitement?
Well, the thing is that
Can you give us an example?
I'm excited by a lot of things, frankly, and I can't identify the one. Okay. All right. Yep.
Understand that when we talk about the idea of acting on your highest excitement, it can be anything. If you can't tell the difference between one and the other, then it doesn't matter which one you act on. And all of those things may actually be different expressions under the umbrella of a larger definition of that which excites you. For example, someone may say, well, I'm confused. I don't know if I need to be a singer or a writer or a painter. But you can see that they all fall under the umbrella of the highest excitement of being someone who creatively expresses their communication. So if you can find a definition that allows them all to be covered within one overarching definition, then maybe you will minimize your confusion. Secondarily, if they really all seem to be equal expressions of your excitement, you don't have to single them out as being the excitement. They can simply all be different expressions, as we said, of a higher excitement, an overarching excitement. And if you actually find that you have equal ability at any given moment to act on more than one of them to the best of your ability, more than any other, or the same as some other, without expectation, then all you need to do is choose one, maybe even flip a coin, as you say. If you are going down the one that doesn't actually serve you, the synchronicities in that event will show you need to go in the other direction and choose the other thing. Because excitement functions like a complete kit. It's the organizing principle and the driving engine of your life. And if you choose something that is representative of your excitement, don't know whether it really is the best thing to do at that moment, but can't tell the difference, then it doesn't really matter which one you choose. As long as you act on something, the action, the taking of the action will show you whether you need to continue in that direction or whether you need to turn around or divert or go in another direction. Because it automatically governs the flow of itself in all of the events that manifest your excitement. Because remember, when we say act on your excitement, it's not just act on your excitement. It's act on your excitement to whatever degree you are able to act on your excitement without expectation. You understand? So generally speaking, when you have more than one choice, you will either find that not both of them or either of them or all of them will have the same degree of ability to be acted on. But again, if they do, it won't matter which one you choose because it will show you whether you need to continue that way or not. You understand?
All right. I have underneath that course of action, underneath that kind of course.
Yes.
All right. I've got this. Maybe you can help me break it down because I've gotten lost in trying to identify the root cause.
The root cause of what?
I'm scared to...
You cannot find the negative belief within you that prevents you from acting on your joy? Is that what you're saying?
No. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm scared to do it wrong. I mean, I'll be frank about it.
Yes.
I'm scared to kind of jump out the window and land on my legs.
All right. One moment.
My legs and...
All right. Well, one moment. Please understand that when we talk about the idea of acting on your highest joy, you have to be honest enough with yourself to know that if your belief system won't support that, it does you no good to jump off a cliff if you don't believe you have a parachute. So you must honor whatever belief system you have while at the same time taking whatever action you are willing to take on your excitement until such time as taking action on your excitement to whatever degree you're willing to teaches you that you can believe in it more, trust it more, and expand it more, and then eventually not need to worry about whether or not you have a parachute. So you can do it at whatever rate you wish, but always honor whatever belief system you have, because if you're holding on to a belief that you will die if you jump, then don't jump. By all means, at least express some wisdom in that. You understand?
Thank you for using my analogy with your analogy about having a parachute.
Yeah.
But I thought the purpose of acting on your highest joy is to be parachuteless. I mean, that's kind of like...
It's to have a different kind of parachute. You can define it that way too. But the idea is that yes, there is a version of acting on your excitement that requires no parachute. But you see, the idea is there's also no expectation that you have to get there tomorrow.
So I can counteract the fear.
Yes.
With the counterpoint of no expectation.
That's why we always say you must understand the importance of the entire phrase. Act on your highest excitement to whatever degree you are able. With no expectation on anything or yourself. No expectation. So if you find you still have a belief system you're holding on to, even if you don't prefer that belief system, but it's making you go at a pace and at a rate that you know may not be your ideal preference, but that's the best you are able to do at the moment, please don't add negativity to it by judging yourself as coming up short just because you're not changing faster.
Oh, that's right. I don't judge myself as coming up short. No, I don't do that. Of course, that's what I do.
Yes,
Bashar.
I know. So, the phrase must be taken in both directions. And you must understand the expanded definition of what we mean when we say, act on it to the degree you're able to. It doesn't just mean opportunistically, it means within your belief systems. Because if you have belief systems that you haven't yet let go of, then that's as far as you're able to act. Period.
Fair enough.
For that moment. The paradox is, as soon as you accept that that's all right, you'll probably break through them very quickly. The reason you may be, in a sense, stumped or limited to a certain point may only be because you think you should be farther along.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, then you're adding to that limitation. So the idea is that as soon as you are kinder to yourself, for whatever beliefs you have, for whatever limitations you still have, as soon as it's all right to have those limitations for the moment, you will probably let them go, because the only lesson you may be learning is to be all right with whatever limitations you may have. And once you learn the lesson, the limitations are gone. They may only be there for the purpose of learning to accept them. And once you accept them, they've served their purpose and they'll vanish.
Well, you make it sound so clear. I understand it now, but...
I know. I make it sound simple, and I know a lot of you like things to be more complicated. I apologize.
I wanted to ask you something that's related to this. If you get caught in like a catch-22, so you're expecting, you're saying, oh my God, I'm going to go to your mirror analogy between you can't make the mirror smile, you've got to smile yourself so that the mirror reflects the smile.
Yes.
All right. So
but you can't expect it to.
Okay. So you're caught in this thing where...
Why are you caught?
Well, in this model, right, you've already spiraled down into the negative feedback of already...
expecting the reflection to smile first.
Or expecting... Oh my God, things are so bad, so you get things are so bad. Oh my God,
all right. You're in a negative spiral.
So I get things are so bad.
All right.
Oh my God,
you remember the sacred mantra, right?
Yes.
Spiraling down to the depths of despair is a very good time to remember the sacred mantra. So what? Lighten up on yourself. Even when you're in the depths of despair, laugh about it. It's a funny place to be.
So... are you saying, I'm going to hold you to this, are you saying that so what actually breaks the momentum of that downward spiral?
It can.
Okay.
Unless, of course, you want to heap more negativity on it. The point is, you're in control at every stage, even though you may have created the illusion that you're not. If you know it's an illusion, then you can remember to break the illusion at every stage.
And there's no catch-up to do.
No, change is instantaneous.
Climbing up, back.
Change is instantaneous. All change is immediate, automatic, and instantaneous, and total. The only reason you don't notice that change is instantaneous and automatic and total and immediate is because you keep changing to things that are so similar looking to the last thing, you hardly notice a change has been made. But when you create enough difference between the changes, then the difference will show you that you've always changed immediately, automatically, and totally. The rate of change never changes. You are now passing through billions, shifting through billions of parallel realities every second. But you don't really notice it because the parallel realities you're shifting to are so similar to the one you were just in that you hardly notice except what you call a slow passage of time. But you're actually shifting literally from parallel reality, from parallel reality, from parallel reality to parallel reality billions of times a second. When you create a greater degree of difference in the next parallel reality, you'll notice that the change has always been instantaneous.
So what is the force that slowly, imperceptibly pulls you from a good direction, excitement, you got something going on, and slowly you start sidestepping towards the other thing and suddenly you wake up one morning and you're saying to yourself, where am I? So what is it that this narcotic thing that takes over or pulls you? I see.
All right, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
More headbanging, sorry.
All right. I understand. All right. So the idea that you're talking about has to do with your motivational mechanisms and the belief systems you have attached to them and the things that you have bought into growing up on your planet as true. The idea being is that you have created with certain negative beliefs a kind of inertia. The idea is that any belief, by definition, must make itself seem to be exclusive of all other beliefs. Otherwise, that belief cannot be experienced as a reality. So by definition, beliefs will make it seem as if no other belief is possible, except the belief that other beliefs are possible. So when you have bought into a belief, and that belief doesn't allow for other beliefs to be possible, you will feel the tug of that belief attempting to frame you in the idea that that's the only belief there is.
Can you say that again? I'm sorry. I'm
Yes.
sorry to...
That's all right.
Yeah.
By definition, the structure of a belief, the nature of a belief, would make it seem as if that's the only belief that's possible. Because if that were not the nature of a belief, you couldn't really fully experience that belief as a reality.
Okay, yes.
So beliefs, by definition, to some degree, are exclusive of other beliefs, except the belief that other beliefs exist and can be chosen. And you can use that as a key to unlock anything. But you have to allow yourself to know that that unlocking belief always exists. But the idea is that sometimes, because you want to experience a certain thing, you will let yourself forget that you're actually choosing to believe certain things, and that when you choose them, you are also choosing the consequences of buying into that belief, which can be the inertia that draws you deeper into that belief and makes it seem as if, for a moment, for temporarily, that no other belief is possible, because you wanted the depth of that experience. Otherwise, it wouldn't be real. You wouldn't really have the true experience. You wouldn't really feel the true transformation. If you didn't go all the way to the bottom, you would not feel like you had really climbed out of any degree of real depth. If you always knew that you could always transform it, then you wouldn't necessarily have the ability to have such deep transformation happen. Now, many of you are letting go of certain things and not needing that kind of deep transformation in certain areas, but you still might have a few areas that you really want to experience a deeper transformation in. So you will let yourself go to the bottom. You'll let yourself sink down to the bottom.
Where is that
what?
Where is that masterful me? I mean, this person, the soul entity that you talk about, that is creating this experience to...
It is the higher mind and the physical mind. It's the spirit, it's the soul of the whole being. But the physical mind always has the choice as to how to experience these things. But if the physical mind has bought into certain kinds of belief systems, then there are only a certain number of avenues or pathways that the higher mind can use to get you into an experience in order to get you out of that experience.
But I'm getting the beating.
But you're giving yourself the beating.
I mean, my higher soul wants to experience something, and I get the beating for it. And
listen. You're missing the point. No. You're missing the point.
I'm sorry.
Listen.
Yeah, okay.
The higher mind never wants you to get beaten, never wants you to suffer. The higher mind is attempting to tell you that the physical mind has the prerogative to change its beliefs in such a manner that whatever transformations it needs to experience for the soul's growth do not have to be experienced in a suffering manner. You just need to allow yourself to believe that that's the relationship you actually have with your higher mind so that you don't have to keep beating yourself up by buying into belief systems you don't prefer. You have the freedom to do that. The higher mind is attempting to tell you have the freedom to do that, but the physical mind is holding on to those beliefs because of the nature of how you're defining your physical reality and the nature of how you're defining some of the beliefs you were taught. You need to change those definitions so that you're not having such limiting beliefs about yourself or your ability to let go of things. And once you do that, the higher mind will be able to guide you through transformations that will not allow you to feel beat up.
So it's not a conspiracy.
No.
Like forces are not conspiring against me.
No, but the point is you can believe that it is, and if you believe that it is, that's how you'll experience it. But you don't have to. Your higher mind is attempting to tell you don't have to believe that. But your higher mind will also allow you the opportunity to believe what you prefer. So it will always encourage you to believe something positive, but it has to allow you to believe something negative because that choice is in your hands as a physical consciousness. So it's up to you to decide what you prefer to believe. And when you align more with the idea that you don't have to suffer, the higher mind will be very happy to allow you to experience transformations in a way that doesn't feel like a beating. All pain is the result of resisting the natural self. So all of the beatings you're experiencing are because you have negative definitions that are resisting the natural self. Find those definitions, identify them, and let them go. You see, anytime you truly identify a negative belief that's out of alignment with your true self, you will see, once you've identified it consciously, you will see that because it is out of alignment with your true self, it will appear nonsensical and illogical, and you'll let it go. The beliefs that are out of alignment with your true self don't belong to you. You picked them up from other people, your parents, your society, your friends, and you bought into them for one reason or another that you created. When you realize you're carrying around beliefs that belong to other people, you'll realize that you are behaving as a belief thief. You're stealing beliefs from other people. You don't want to be a thief. Let them go. They don't belong to you. Drop them. They're not yours. And when you identify beliefs that are out of alignment with your true self, you'll see they don't belong to you. You'll see they're illogical. You'll see they're nonsensical. They won't make sense. You'll let them go. But you have to be the one to do that. You have to let your higher mind know you're willing to do that. And you have to actually do the work. But that's exciting.
Breath in and thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We have reached our timing for the holotope.
All right, you may take a short break. We will resume transmission with the holotope meditation. How's it going?
All right, I'll say good day to you this day of your time. How are you all? All right. All right. You're all so shy and withdrawn. Let us begin by reminding you that as it stands now, the probabilities of full disclosure and open contact, are between now and your year of 2027. And to allow you to focus on the idea, as we explained in the last transmission, that the focusing on your year of 2027 is not simply a prediction, but something that allows you to focus on that energy, to focus on that probability, to navigate yourselves in that direction, and to manifest that as the highest probability that will come to pass. So it is something that you are actively involved in, creating to happen. So allow yourselves to focus on the idea of 2027, not just as a prediction, but as something you can be actively involved in focusing on, bringing about, actively manifesting that probability into your reality in an experiential way. Feel the reality of it. Feel it crystallizing around you day by day. You have invited us. We have accepted your invitation. So, let the party begin.
Hey, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
Exciting to talk to you.
And you as well.
So it feels unsettling to me to think that even negative expressions like violence, inconsideration, or rudeness are still God knowing itself.
Everything is God knowing itself. Everything. There are lessons in everything. It's like saying there's a stream and there's a current in the stream, and I can choose to swim upstream against the current. Does that mean the current is still not God? No. The current is part of the river. So you can choose to swim upstream against the current, or you can go with the flow, with the current. Which do you prefer? Can you learn a lesson by going upstream? Yes, you might develop stronger muscles by swimming upstream. And therefore, you will be stronger when you finally let go and flow downstream. So even what appears to be negative can still be something that will aid and assist you by learning a lesson that will help you grow. Yes?
I struggle with that because...
You're struggling because you're swimming upstream.
I guess my question is, what place does integrity, goodness, service to others have in life? Why do we have to choose to do good?
You don't have to choose it. But let me explain it this way. Speaking of the idea of current. As we have explained, there is the positive, there is the negative, but there is the neutral. Reality is a trinity, not a duality. There's always the neutral place in the center. But the neutral place in the center still allows you the freedom to choose what you prefer. So in a sense, euphemistically, you could say that creation is 51% positive and 49% negative. So the idea is that if you simply relax and go with the current, you will ultimately drift into the positive side. But the idea is, if you understand that you may have chosen to come through the negative side to learn the lesson, that you can simply let go and drift into the positive side naturally, then you will have used the negative side in a way that is actually resulting in a positive outcome. So again, the idea is just to look at these things mechanically. It's not a value judgment. We understand that you can express the idea on your planet in violent ways and ways that aren't necessarily condoning the idea of perpetuating life. We understand that. But again, a soul can sometimes learn in a much more accelerated way by putting themselves in a situation where they are immersed in something that is so dark, so dense, that when they finally let go of that, they will fly that much faster into the light. We call this the rubber band analogy. Because the farther back you pull a rubber band, when you finally let it go, it snaps that much faster in the other direction. And so sometimes souls can use the negative energy, the negative mechanism, to steep themselves in such negativity that when the soul finally says, all right, I have learned all the lessons I can about this being a vibration that is not necessarily in alignment with what I ultimately prefer to be and who I really am, and they finally let go of it, then they will snap that much faster and that much farther into the light, into the flow. So you can use it that way. It's there available to you if you want to do it that way. Because Source is everything and all possibilities. And it doesn't judge or devalue anything within itself. It's just a mechanism. It's not a value judgment. Only humans decide this is good or bad. So, remember, you are ultimately eternal and indestructible souls. So, in a sense, it's like looking at a play on a stage and going, oh, there's the hero and there's the villain. And they're playing their parts, and they're in conflict with one another. But when the play is done, they go out and have a beer together because they're actually friends. And they're just playing a role. And without the darkness, you cannot see the light as clearly, because the darkness frames the light.
So if it is all like a role play, kind of good and bad in a sense,
yes,
then there's no incentive to be good, in a sense.
There is an incentive, and that is, as I said earlier, to actually allow yourself to feel the ease of creation in going with the flow and the current of the 51% that goes in that direction, so that you can enlighten yourself literally.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Does that help you?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hi, Bashar.
And good day to you.
I have a two-parter. The first part is
two-parter.
Two-parter.
All right, part one.
And I know that part two is appropriate. I know it. Part one is a dream that I was awakened from this morning with a thunderous bang outside.
Thunderous bang.
Right.
All right.
And in the physical, there was a physical event going on that awoke me from this dream, and the dream was. In the dream, you know, we had the Topanga fires recently, and
all right, we understand. Yes.
I had to load the car with everything that was important to me and wait to see if we had to evacuate.
Yes.
And we didn't, in the sense. So then I unloaded the car, and everything's fine. So in the dream, I dreamed that I'm living in a city.
By the way, everything's fine anyway.
Right. Right.
Go ahead.
Thank you. In the dream, I'm living in a city, and I look out instead of in the woods where I really live.
Yes.
And I'm looking out the window, and the city is ablaze, and there's a bridge, and I'm seeing, oh my God, it's really time to get out now.
All right.
And there's no time to pack the car with everything I love.
Yes.
And so I'm very calm, and I just go, oh, okay, I'll just pack it with the doggy toys.
Oh, all right.
2 of each.
2 of each.
2 of each, right.
So now you have your own little ark of doggy toys.
I have my own little, and only one dog, but he gets 2 of each of his style of toy.
Yes.
So I think that's
But there are 2 dogs.
Yes, and I thought, where did that dog come from? Because I only have 1 dog.
Yes.
Where did that dog come from, Bashar?
Where did that dog come from?
Where did that dog come from? I don't know. Are you going to tell me?
Are you serious?
Oh no! Of course. People think I'm a dog sometimes because I love them so much. I think like them. I totally get them.
And it's representative of your serious connection.
Of course. Thank you. Oh my goodness. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, and the fire being real comfortable.
Yes.
Okay, so now we'll go to part 2.
Oh, part 2. All right.
Okay, I might get real emotional on this, so just
that's all right.
Prepared.
Have you been fake emotional up to now?
Nope.
Now you're going to get real emotional?
Oh. No, I mean...
Yes, I understand. I'm teasing you.
Volume-wise. Okay. No. Thank you.
Throwing you doggy toys.
Thank you. Okay. Back when the big fire happened.
Yes, the big
from
fire.
Malibu and was rushing towards Topanga.
Yes.
We had to evacuate with all of our animals and be outside of the canyon for 3 days watching TV, not knowing if our house was okay. So we're sitting and we're a nervous wreck. I'm absolutely petrified. My stomach is turning inside out. I've never been so scared in my life.
Oh, all right. How exciting.
Deep. It went deep. Yeah.
Yes.
So then all of a sudden we're watching TV and I see the picture on the screen is the view outside my window.
Yes. And you go, oh, look, there's my house.
Yeah. It's a hillside that I meditate on the rocks on that hillside.
Yes.
The blaze was on the hillside exactly next to it, about, I was guessing, 10 to 15 fire seconds as the fire was moving away.
Yes. And?
Time of moment of reckoning, right?
Yes.
Shock.
Yes.
I hear a voice inside my head say no to the fire. I'm thinking, right?
Yes.
And it's my unseen friends, and I'm going, that's totally stupid. And then the next thing that I thought.
You have stupid unseen friends?
No. It was the thought that I had. It was the thought that
yes,
I thought it was a stupid thought.
Doggy toys.
Thank you. Okay. So then I'm thinking, well, what other choice do I have? You know, we've already gone through 2 seconds with that thought.
Yes.
And so I thought, okay. And so I try to say no, and nothing comes out. There's nothing. My vocal cords won't work.
Oh, all right.
So then I try again, and nothing comes out. And I try again, and there's like this gross little squeak kind of comes out. And I'm trying, and I'm really giving it everything I've got to say no to the fire. And finally, a little no comes out, and then a bigger no comes out, and then, no, you son of a bitch, no! Starts screaming coming out. The girl next to me is screaming the same thing. She's also a channel. And we're screaming. And all of a sudden, the energy, it was like we were in the middle of a hurricane, and it was blasting. And all of a sudden, everything went totally calm.
Yes.
And it
the eye of the storm.
Exactly. And that's exactly what we felt.
Yes.
We looked at each other like, what the hell just happened?
What the heaven just happened.
And the picture had changed from the screen, so we couldn't tell in physical reality what happened, right?
Yes.
But we chose to feel that meant everything was okay. And when we got home 3 days later, they had stopped the fire exactly there.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So now this has been a really big event in my life.
Yes.
And when I try to share it with people, they get a little overwhelmed.
I see.
But I think this is the right place to talk about this because...
Well, obviously, because you already are.
Right. Right. Because obviously there was some big time synchronicity going on there.
Oh, yes. And it sounds like your
me.
invisible friends threw you a bone.
Well, it does, doesn't it?
Yes.
And it was a life-changing, reality-shattering...
Life-changing, yes. Which means you are not the same person.
I have never been the same person
in the same reality at all. So what actually happened?
Okay, now here's what I came up with.
Yes.
And with some help from Tora, came up with, but she didn't give me the whole thing. He didn't give me the whole thing.
Understood.
Okay. Because there's this outside reality occurring.
There is?
Well, I'm not going to be able to get through this without you bumping me, are you? Okay. All right.
Do you want me to relax the leash a little bit?
A tad, yes. Please.
All right. Go ahead, run around. Chase her tail for a while.
Oh, no, I can't believe you're doing this to me. Okay. Where was I? Okay, why?
Fetch.
Why? I've always cared more about dogs than people. I mean, I pull my car over
May
on
I
the
ask
side
you
of
a
the street
question?
to see the dogs. Yes. What?
What's the difference?
What's the difference?
Yes.
I don't know. There's like the big puppy dog eyes. They just get me. They just get me. What's the difference?
All right, well, go on with your.
Okay, that's another time. Okay, so when I talked to Tora about it about a week later after the fires, I said, "If this is what happened, what do you think?" He said, "Well, you didn't stop the fire with your anger, Victoria.
Yes.
You stopped the fire with your love." And I went,
Yes.
"Yeah, I can see that the love was under the anger." Okay, and then I was thinking later.
Yes.
And I thought, it also felt like there was kind of a divine intervention in some way. Well, that's what I wanted to clarify, because I needed
Do you know
that
what
to
happened?
put there.
Based on what we have talked about the nature of the structure of existence, do you understand what obviously happened? I already just gave you a clue. You're not the same person, not in the same reality.
I changed that reality because I chose.
No.
What?
You didn't change the reality. You shifted to another one, representative of your preferential state of being. You tunneled through with your energy. That eye of the storm feeling was literally you tunneling through, shifting your frequency from one reality to another that simultaneously coexist, parallel reality. One reality in which the fire swept through that area, taking everything with it. Another in which the fire stops at that point. You shifted to the reality in which the fire stops.
So I didn't stop it? I just shifted realities?
Stop it. It's already existing in every possible configuration that it can.
Oh.
It's not about changing the outer reality, because there isn't one. It's about changing the inner reality and experiencing the result reflected back to you of the new reality you have taken yourself to.
So all that emotion that was going on in me, that was the turmoil and the terrifiedness of the 3 days, and the trying to then access my vocal cords, and having such difficulty doing that, was a physical part of shifting that.
Yes!
Yes! Cool!
Yes.
Cool.
Remember, we have talked about the idea that oftentimes shifting from one dimension to another will actually experience a little bit of what you might call temporary paralysis, because you're attempting to still work in one dimension when you're no longer there. So as soon as you hit the eye of the storm, you were free. In that sense, you had made the shift. You were now working in a new dimension, a new parallel reality, where you had finally let go of all the things that belonged in the old reality that no longer work. And then you could speak.
And then the experience of the fires got less each time.
Yes.
Even in the dream. In the dream state, it got less.
Yes.
Even
As
though it
you
was
shift
right
your
outside
realities
the
in
window.
that direction, that can be one result. Yes.
But then it has more to it than that, because
Well, of
it's
course.
not just fires. It's
No.
It's
everything.
It's
But
everything.
that's your focus. That's what you're using as your transformational crucible symbol.
which is what fire is.
Yes.
Right.
Does this help?
Yeah.
Are you proud that you have arrived at this realization?
Proud? Oh, that's an interesting word.
Yes. It's all right. I'm not going to put a negative spin on it.
Okay. Am I proud?
Do you feel good and appropriate that you have arrived
Oh,
at
I
this
feel
realization?
ecstatic. Ecstatic
Thank you.
but proud threw me a little bit.
All right. Why?
Why?
Yes.
Because I'm kind of been taught that proud is not really a good emotion to have.
I see. You think it comes with arrogance and negative ego.
Yeah.
It can.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to.
Right. Oh.
Pride in the positive sense can also simply be the recognition of your own beauty. You understand? The recognition of your belonging to all that is.
Oh, thank you.
That you
because-
acknowledge and accept and own yourself completely. It can be that too.
Without that negative tinge
without
to
the
it.
negative idea.
Yeah. Thank you, because I haven't been willing to let myself do that
Well,
because
all right.
of that
Are
definition.
you willing to now?
Oh, yeah.
Then.
Oh, yeah. I'll work on
All
it.
right.
Yeah.
Then, has this helped?
Yes, so much. Thank you.
Then you may please take a bow wow.
In your imagination.
Well, you can say it however you wish. Bow, wow. What is your present time frame?
12 o'clock.
We have whatever time we say we have.
Oh, yes.
You may continue briefly.
Thank you, Bashar. Thank you for the motion with the dot.
Yes.
And the meditation this morning. It really shifted me, or allowed me to shift.
Thank you.
Rather dramatically from where I've been stuck for the last few years,
All
or
right.
allowed myself to be.
Thank you.
And really remember where I was and how I could move forward.
All right.
And I have a question.
Yes.
I hope that you can give me some insight as to the numbers. Last night, during the lottery, I was drawn number 3 of 10.
Yes.
And my parking ticket, the numerical value on the number on the ticket was 201020.
All right.
And so there's 2 20s that keep representing themselves. And I have these numbers represented all the time.
Synchronistically.
Synchronistically. Is this a positive synchronicity? Is
Do you
this
want it to
something-
be?
I do.
Well, then it is.
Okay. My question is, this session has really helped me to shift. Do you feel that it could be a copy of it could be received positively by the individual known to you as Dawn?
A copy of it could be received positively?
Yeah.
There
That
is
it could
always
have-
a positive way to do anything.
Okay.
The individuals must simply assess for themselves what methodology represents the idea of the expression of positive reality for them.
Right, but I would be sending it unconditionally, but do you perceive that it would be received
We cannot make that determination. It
by
is
the
up to Dawn.
individual? Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank
I really just, I mean, it's been absolutely amazing this morning. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Are you still exploring democracy?
Absolutely.
Did you find the
Absolutely.
difference between democracy and republic?
No, not as of yet.
Shall I help?
Please.
A democracy is that which allows for an unlimited majority to rule, but absolutely provides no basis for the protection of individual or minority rights. A republic allows there to be a democratic process of voting, but through a constitution imposes controls on the majority to allow for individual and minority rights. Now, which do you prefer?
Honestly, I think I prefer true democracy.
I have just told you the difference.
Right.
So you are saying that you are in favor of an unlimited majority with absolutely no regard for individual or minority rights.
Yes.
Why?
Because the will of the people should be the will of the planet.
But you see, the idea is the will of the people are expressed in a constitution, not in a majority system.
Well, if the Constitution were upheld, then that might make sense.
That's
but
the key.
Since the Constitution
That's
isn't upheld
the
under the
key.
Republic, then the Republic
No.
isn't working.
The republic doesn't work when it is replaced by a pure majority democracy. And that's what has happened.
No, because if our system were working as a democracy, the situations that we're in right now, we wouldn't be in because it's not the will of the majority.
The situation, however, that you are missing is that the structure, the form of government called a democracy, is what allows for the continuation of what you don't want. The form of government called the republic is the only way to bring to light how the republic has been misrepresented.
Okay.
You cannot, as your Einstein said, solve a problem from the same level in which the problem was created.
That makes a lot of sense on a lot of levels to me right now. It really does. It's really
do a little bit
clear.
more of your own research, and you will see that just because there may be corruption in a republic that allows there to be a misrepresentation doesn't mean that you abandon the idea itself. It simply means that you need to educate people to go back to it, which a democracy will not allow you to do. So do some more research. You will see.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello and good day, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
Thank you. I just want to tell my experience and see what you...
Speak up and be bold so that all may hear what you have to share.
In 2004?
Yes.
I think I was in Baton Rouge, Louisiana around then.
You think?
No, I wasn't.
All right. You are en route to?
No, I wasn't en route. I was at work, actually.
You were at work?
Yeah.
All right.
And I had an experience where out of the nothingness, this pure intelligence came out.
Yes.
I can't describe it.
Yes.
All I can say was pure absolute consciousness.
And what was the effect of this experience?
Well, I noticed that myself inside of it, my I am presence, it was like me looking back at myself.
Yes.
But it was much greater than me.
Yes.
And
because you were in touch with more of the all that is.
And I just want to, was there a reason why I experienced that, or
no, none whatsoever. Are you exploring the idea of the expansion of consciousness?
Yes, I am.
Well, wouldn't that be reason enough to have that kind of an experience as part of that exploration?
Yes, it would. Yeah.
Well, does it have to be more complicated than that?
No.
Is that sufficient?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right. Does it feel good?
It feels really good, yeah.
All right. Do you want to expand some more?
Yes, I would.
Well, then you can expect to have more experiences, can't you?
Yes, of course.
Right. Does that feel good too?
Yes, it does.
All right. Does this help?
Yes, it does a lot.
Is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
Yes, one more thing about the photon belt.
Yes.
Do you know when exactly our solar system is going to go to?
It's not really the kind of phenomenon that many of your people think it is. It's simply the leading edge of the collective consciousness wave that represents the crossing of a threshold expressed in electromagnetic terms in your physical reality. Do you understand? You're crossing through it now. 2012 represents the threshold point of critical mass.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Does that help?
Yes. So where are we in? Just that. Okay. I understand.
It's the leading edge of the collective consciousness that desires a shift. And thus then critical mass will be crossed in 2012, where the electromagnetic energy will express itself in a more accelerated way on your planet in a variety of phenomenologies, some of which can be the idea of more positive accelerated ideas being able to come to the forefront of manifestation if there is harmonious behavior behind them. Does that help?
Yes, it does.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
We will now, at this time, suggest that you take your refreshment break. At the same time, you will also be playing a little game. So while you take your refreshment break, write down at least 5 things you absolutely know for a fact, without question. Absolutely without question. 5 things you know for a fact. You can start with, I am. I'll let you cheat a little bit. But at least 5 things. 10 if you wish. But 5 things you absolutely don't question that you know. That come from a state of knowingness. And it can be anything. It can be, I absolutely know my dog loves me. As long as it's something you absolutely know without question. At least 5. That is your assignment during your refreshment break. We will discuss some of those when we resume contact. Enjoy. We will resume contact in 1.5 of your hours. Good day. How's it going?
Good day, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
I would like to start with mathematics.
Mathematics.
I'm very interested in if mathematics is basic to reality.
It depends.
And
there are some constants, but not everywhere. And of course, it can be expressed differently by different civilizations and cultures.
The same mathematics can be expressed differently.
Of course. For example, what you call in your quantum physics formulas or equations using mathematical symbols that express the idea known as the uncertainty principle, or such similar concepts, might be expressed in our civilization simply by a geometric form, rather than an equation of symbols.
But
you follow me?
I follow, but that means that there's a mathematical structure, more
yes.
basic, of which these two are models.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And also, some New Age literature
yes.
speaks about there being 7 levels or 12 dimensions. But
well,
the number
yes.
7 seems particularly significant,
yes.
as there being soul groups being multiples of 7.
Well, yes, but remember that while accurate from their perception, some of those hierarchical distinctions, while to some degree representative of different frequency levels, are also distinctly germane to the level that is perceiving them. Other realities might perceive the same concept in a number of different ways.
Okay, because I thought that if there are 7 levels and
yes.
not 8 or 9 or whatever, that seems to contradict the idea that all that is really all that is.
Again, the idea of 7 levels, as I said, is an arbitrary distinction being made from your reality. It's the way your reality needs to interpret the concept of infinity for itself in a certain way. From the level of all that is, it doesn't necessarily see itself as being separated into 7 levels. But it understands that from the Earth perspective, 7 levels makes the most sense based on the frequencies and the juxtaposition of geometries and mathematics of energy as you need to express the concept of shifting frequencies.
Okay, but it also seems that there is a basic physics to reality, to energy, to consciousness, and that seems to imply that because of the nature of energy, some things are possible and some things are not possible.
Some things are possible or not possible within any localized reality. But anything you can imagine exists somewhere within infinity, or you could not imagine it.
Okay, but it means that if I can imagine it, then it exists?
It exists somewhere. It may not be pertinent to your local reality.
I understand, but my imagination can be limited because
yes, your imagination may be limited, but anything you are capable of imagining exists. I'm not saying you can imagine everything that is, but I'm saying everything you do imagine does exist somewhere.
Okay, but I can imagine that all that is all that it can be,
yes.
but not all that it can be seems to be, well, maybe it cannot be everything. So maybe it's limited because it's nature.
All right, but what you have simply now done is imagined a limited all that is within an infinite one. You see, you have created a localized representation within an infinite one.
Okay.
That's what you've done with your imagination. Yes, of course, you can imagine a limited all that is. And that exists within the infinite one.
Okay. Does it also mean that there's no limit to how good you can feel?
Well, that is a relatively subjective thing. You could say that there might be various ways in which people interpret the concept of feeling good.
That's right, yeah.
So it would depend on a case-by-case basis as to what that individual might mean by, I feel good. In a sense, there is no limit, pragmatically, to how good you can feel. But there might be certain states of being that you might imagine would be ecstatic states that may not actually be capable of being experienced by your neurological system.
Okay, that keys into the next question is that I understand everything is equally valuable.
Yes.
So the end is equally valuable as all that is.
Yes.
But the localized consciousness is limited. So it cannot, for instance, choose to experience ecstasy or something like that.
Yes, it can.
Okay.
Within its own framework, to whatever degree it is capable of experiencing something, it is free to choose to experience that thing.
I understand, but with the concept of the oversoul,
yes,
it seems as if that's the way, that's the life you want. The oversoul experiences everything, and
now you are making a value judgment. When you say it seems that that's the life you want, you are devaluing the fact that you chose to have this life.
Well, not in an absolute value sense as that it has value, but in a sense that it is preferable.
What I am saying is, the reason you chose the life you're living is because at the time you made that choice, this was preferable too. You just don't remember. It's equal in preference to the oversoul's existence. And from that level you knew that. Right now you don't know that.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you. Is there anyone who would like to share more of what they know?
Hi, Bashar.
And to you, good day. What do you know for sure?
What do I know through your teachings? And so I thank you.
What do you know?
Okay.
Doesn't matter how you know it. Through me, through anything. What do you know?
I know that I'm multidimensional.
All right.
I know.
How do you know that?
I just know.
All right. There's no doubt, there's no question
There's
for
no
you
doubt.
at this point in your life.
Right.
It is an absolute certainty for you.
Yes.
Thank you. What else do you know?
Reality is an illusion.
Yet the experience of it is real. All right. What else do you know?
I know that I'm consciousness in the form, this human form, and with this particular personality.
Yes.
And that my reality is shaped by my beliefs.
All right.
And I'm working hard to change this. And
you know you're what? You know you're working hard?
Well, right, I know that.
All right.
With a lot of certainty.
All right.
And finally, recently, I know I'm loved unconditionally by all that is.
Thank you. Is this state of knowing capable thus then of being applied to other areas of your life where you feel more uncertain?
Yes.
All right. You know that too then?
Yes.
All right. Anything else you want to squeak in there that you know for sure?
Not that I can think of right now.
All right. So at this moment you know that you don't know anything else. For sure. Correct?
That's correct.
So that's something else you know.
Yes.
Thank you. Let's be thorough after all.
Okay.
Is there something you wish to share?
In terms of questions?
If you wish.
Oh, okay. Yes, first of all, I did also want to thank you, of course, for the interaction, send you infinite love, and that every moment spent with you, each and every moment, is a pleasure.
With you all as well.
Yes.
Or we wouldn't do it.
Thank you. I also wanted to first share that the impact of what you presented earlier in terms of the I am message,
yes.
Because not only did it help with the knowingness, but
yes.
it helped me to realize the importance of the energy behind words and phrases and symbols and sound and whatnot. It really...
Thank you. All of you together, I am.
I am.
Just a reminder of how simple it is to be in a knowing state.
And it's interesting because there was a time when I couldn't say those words. I was a little hesitant and maybe even a little fearful,
Yes.
as if I didn't want to reach that point. So,
yes.
Okay. I think these are two quick questions. Going back to the analogy that you used about the matrix of now moments.
Yes.
I really love that analogy because I tend to think of it in that way.
Oh, all right.
So I kind of envision that there's this matrix and, there's all the possibilities.
Yes.
And just as an example, I'm preparing for an interview for a job.
Yes.
And say that in that matrix, there's a particular path, that I've been moving along. And there's going to be one of those moments that's the interview.
Yes.
And whatever energy I bring into that particular moment.
Yes.
My question is, since I'm interacting with another consciousness,
so to speak.
Okay. Well, that's part of it too, because if we're all one, I'm trying to figure this out.
Remember, it's this and that, not this or that. You are interacting with another consciousness, and you're also interacting with your own only.
Okay.
Because any other consciousness you interact with, you still have to create your version of in your reality in order to perceive it.
Right. Right. So in other words, is it saying that we can kind of pick and choose literally the reality that we want to have, so I can pick that now moment that I want to have in the time of the interview?
Gosh, I guess so. I guess that's what we've been saying for, 24 of your years.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Choose. Yes.
Choose.
Without expectation.
But now, why do you say that?
Because we understand that the mechanisms of your personality will often think, I can choose for this to come out exactly this way with this outcome, this consequence, this result. Mm-hmm. Not understanding that the moment you do that, often what you're doing is actually limiting yourself, judging yourself, shutting the doors to the way in which the manifestation could actually occur in a greater form than you ever imagined.
Okay.
So go into the moment, being the moment, because that's the moment you want to be, not because of what you think that moment will get you.
Okay.
Because when you do that, you are doing what? You are conditionalizing infinity. You are putting conditions on infinity. Saying, I only want it to come out this way. If it doesn't come out this way, my life's not working.
Okay.
And then you take yourself out of the state. The only purpose for being in the state you prefer to be in is to be in the state you prefer to be in.
Okay.
Circumstances don't matter. Only your state of being matters.
Very good.
Does that help?
It certainly does.
Thank you.
Thank you. And one last question.
Yes.
This refers to what I'm going to call for the moment the back end part of the mechanism for physical healing.
The back end part of the mechanism.
The front end is, recently you described permission slips, and so I understand what you were saying there, and say that a person wants to do some physical healing, and they could either choose perhaps an allopathic form or a holistic form, say detoxification, or even energy healing. And this is the reason why I lead to this question. So the person's frequency, their belief system, will determine which option they choose. And then you were also describing that it's really, all those methods are valid, but it's the power that we put behind, our belief and the method that we choose that actually generates the healing. Did I understand that correctly?
The idea is that you give off a frequency. Others that are attracted to you pick up on that frequency. Mm-hmm. They can then decide that if that frequency matches the idea of their perfect ideal state of health, if they then choose to match that frequency, that's what they will experience.
Okay.
But you are putting out a frequency to allow them to use it however they wish.
Mm-hmm.
If for some reason it serves everyone that you would attract a person who adamantly believes they cannot be healed by anyone, and they expose themselves to your frequency and are not healed, they do not heal themselves, then they get to say, see, I proved it. My belief stands. And you have helped them reinforce a belief that they have chosen to hold on to by them not allowing themselves to be healed. So you have still served them. Does that make sense?
Yes, I do understand that.
That's also why you don't need to have expectation. Because you don't necessarily need to know what anyone else's agenda is in coming to you. They may come to you to reinforce a belief they simply don't want to give up. But you've still helped them by helping them do what they want to do. Now, that may not happen in the majority of cases, but you have to allow for it because that's valid for them. Make sense?
Yes. Now, what I was referring to is kind of like the back end of the mechanism.
Yes.
Like with energy healing, if a person believes that will heal them,
yes,
and it truly does. What my question is, from that belief,
yes,
to our physical body, which has its own consciousness,
yes,
I was wondering what that mechanism is. In other words, is it that the power of the belief and the intention actually, more or less, I'm using these words loosely, sends instructions to the consciousness of the physical body that, does
it is a form of communication, yes.
Okay.
It's a pattern of energy that then, if harmonized with, will create certain results, yes.
And since the physical body, or as the way we understand it, breaks down to, I'll just say, subatomic particles and whatnot. So each one has its own consciousness and intelligence.
Absolutely.
And because the physical body is integrated, then it all heals together.
It works together.
Yeah, okay.
Or not,
Okay.
if that serves a purpose.
Okay.
Now, with regard to, again, the belief system in healing, do you understand that even in what you call your allopathic medicinal methodologies, the most powerful form of healing known is the placebo?
Yes.
In fact, actual drug tests are always measured against the placebo, because if the drug is even 5% more effective than the placebo, it's considered extremely effective because the placebo is so effective.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand?
Yes.
The belief system of the person is the most effective thing, and your medical doctors know that. And that's why in doing their drug testing, because the placebo effect is actually responsible for such a high percentage of healing, even if the drug is a little bit better, that's the only criteria they need to say the drug is effective, because if it's no better than the placebo, it's not effective.
Right.
Because the placebo is so effective. The belief system is so much more effective. Make sense?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Much love to you.
And you as well. All of you take a deep breath. Relax. Take another deep breath. Relax. And one more time. Deep breath in. Hold it. Don't let it out. Hold it until you know that if you don't let it out, you're going to pass out. Hold it. Oh, all right, let it out. Doesn't that feel good? Why does that feel so good? Not just the oxygen. You're centering yourselves, but also you're letting go. Letting go of a state you know will not serve you. So the idea of entering the state of knowingness will feel like a great sigh of release. because you know that any other state other than that is not the ideal state that serves you. It is not your natural state. It is not the state of your true self. It has been said in your literature, know thyself. This is why. What it simply means is take yourself to a place of knowingness. For in that state, not only will you know yourself, not only will you see more clearly all the things, not only will you discern more clearly all the things that are you, but more clearly all the things that are not you. You will know what you are, you will know what you're not, and when you know what you are, you will see, feel, experience more of the connection with the knowing of all that is, that knows you are expressions of the infinite, that knows you are unconditionally loved, that knows your true nature. You know it too. Don't deny it to yourself. You deserve it. Don't deny it to yourself. It is your true essential nature to be in a knowing state. Relax. 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 All the things that are not of the knowing state. On a day-to-day, moment-to-moment basis. Relax. Do it. Do it.